Hello again, YouTube. And wait, you know what I'm about to say next? You gotta stop reading my mind, that's kind of terrifying. Well, I will dispense with the normal introductions, because I say it every time and I'm gonna try to switch it up a little bit. And we'll just jump right back into it, because we all know what's going on right now anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and stop talking and head to Berea. Oh, we've passed through the granary region. What a beautiful view. Look, you can see a few steeples in the distance. That's Berea. Indeed, we should be there in roughly an hour now. We may yet arrive by afternoon after all. Title screen.
Lord Eustace. Lord Eustace, welcome back to Berea.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
Amazing.
I can't believe all the station employees would abandon their duties to come and welcome him.
He's a real VIP.
I've returned here as a student of Thor's military academy to conduct a field study. I believe you were informed that this manner of excessive welcome is neither necessary nor desired. Were you not? Well, yes, but...
You're a child of the Berea household. If anything, we should be apologizing for not giving you an even greater welcome. Please, allow me to carry your luggage.
We would be honored to carry the belongings of your classmates as well.
That won't be necessary.
Formations.
Lord Rufus? Rufus? What?
Dots.
My beloved brother, it's a pleasure to see you again. To think it's been 3 months. Where did the time go? I wasn't expecting to reunite with you so soon, but I'm delighted to have the opportunity.
As am I. You seem well.
I take it these are your fellow members of Class 7?
Exclamations.
Yes, that's correct.
You know about us?
Of course, I've read all about you in my brother's letters. Where are my manners, though? My name is Rufus Alvarez. Eustace is my younger brother. You needn't hide your shock. It would come as no surprise at all to learn that my brother has never once mentioned me. He is, after all, quite easily embarrassed.
That's not...
He's being toyed with.
I can hardly believe my ears. What happened to the arrogant young upstart we've come to know and mostly tolerate?
Like you tolerate him at all.
But I digress. This is no time for idle chatter. I came to escort you to your lodgings for the weekend.
Wait, you don't mean...
The car is parked outside. Welcome to the verdant city of Berea. I hope you enjoy your stay, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Rufus Alvarez. The guy that does his voice acting has a, like... How do you describe it but just awesome voice? Berea, the verdant city.
see. So the one responsible for selecting our tasks this time around was...
Indeed, I selected them on behalf of my father. Allow me to present you with this.
Received. Field study envelope. May.
Thank you.
It really is a fascinating coincidence. I never imagined my younger brother would become classmates with the son of Lord Schwarzer.
Huh? You know my father?
Certainly. Baron Theo Schwarzer is an old acquaintance of mine. Many years ago, I accompanied him to a falconry competition held in the suburbs of Heimdall. He taught me much about the practice and its etiquette. Why, that must have been 10 years ago now. Is he doing well these days?
Yes, he's quite well, and still just as fond of hunting as ever.
Splendid, splendid. And you must be the son of Governor Regnitz, no?
That's correct. I'm surprised you knew.
Indeed. I encounter him quite often when taking care of official matters in the capital. Though our positions may be different, he has given me excellent advice in the past. I feel it must be fate that you two would end up in my younger brother's class. Please do try and get along with him.
I will consider the possibility with an open mind.
Wonderful. And I would be remiss if I were not to acknowledge our two beautiful ladies. No doubt your presence brings a touch of elegance to my younger brother's academic life.
Oh, I'm honored you would say so. It's nothing like that.
Can we please stop discussing me? And when you say lodgings, you can't possibly be referring to...
Need you even ask? Naturally, you'll all be staying at the Albarrea family mansion.
But...
I jest. Father's instructions were that I should do with you as I wish. So, considering the circumstances of your visit, I've had a hotel room prepared. That way you'll be able to concentrate more easily on your field study, no?
Oh, thank you. I truly appreciate it.
Dots? I wonder what that was all about. Dots.
I'm afraid we'll need to end our charming repartee here, however. For I can see your hotel coming into view now.
Thank you for the escort. And thank you very much for arranging a hotel for us. We're truly grateful for your kindness. Oh, think nothing of it. Under ordinary circumstances, I would have invited you to a banquet this evening. But unfortunately, I have a business I must attend to in Heimdall after we've finished here. In Heimdall? Will you be going by airship? Indeed, I'm representing our father. Don't tell me you're going to be all lonely and blue without me. Ah, surely you jest. You may not be the most affable person, but please do try to extend your kindness to my brother. May the goddess's blessings be with you. I pray that your field study exercises are fruitful. So that was Rufus Alvarez. I've heard rumors about him. They say he's the ace of the noble faction. Meeting him in person, it's easy to see where that reputation originated. He seemed like a rather charming person, projecting both intelligence and kindness. Yeah, he made a point of showing consideration for my dad, too, even though he's a low-ranking noble. And he effortlessly thrust Eustace into the role of cute little brother. I would have preferred you not to have seen that. Though I must admit, I wasn't expecting him to leave Berehard just as we arrived. Fortunate. What do you mean? Nothing that concerns you. We should check in at the hotel and begin our work. Wait. Come on, let's go drop off our things. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Though the thought of actually staying in a hotel this high class is kind of intimidating. Off we go. It is truly an honor that our humble establishment should have the opportunity to greet a member of the esteemed Dukes. Spare me the formalities. We came merely to drop off our belongings, after which point we will be leaving again immediately. Please show us to our rooms. As you wish. If you'll allow me to escort you to the Western Ring, then, we've a fine suite prepared for you. We have individual rooms reserved for each of your classmates as well. Exclamation. Wait. I believe I told you before that we're here solely for our studies. Excessive hospitality is neither required nor appreciated. But, Lord Eustace, I must insist. Don't make me repeat myself. We require only 2 rooms, one for the boys and one for the girls. Will that be okay with you all? For me, it's more than enough. It's fine. Of course, we're students. We should be treated as such. We can finally start working on our field study tasks now, I think. Good. We've wasted more than enough time as it is. Now, let's crack open that envelope, shall we? Alright, here goes. Field Study Day 1. Assigned tasks. Oryx Canyon Monster. Required. Task? Oryx Canyon Monster. Client? Oryx Fort. A violent monster has been seen roving the Oryx Canyon path, and the Kreutzer Provincial Army would like it removed, or eliminated. How did I get removed from eliminated? That doesn't even, remotely make sense. Monster, Fate Spinner. Location, atop a cliff partway along the Oryx Canyon path. Once the monster has been exterminated, please report to the soldiers at Oryx Fort. Putting a ring on it. Required. Task, put a ring on it. Brooke. I'd like someone to help me find a particular semi-precious stone. For more details, talk to me at Turner's Jewelers. Addicted to bath salts. Unread. Task. Addicted to bath salts. Client. Hazen Voltaire. The Voltaire family even bathes in style, using nothing but the most fabulous bath salts, which we're unfortunately running low on. Will someone procure them for us? If this strikes your fancy, find me on the terrace outside the Sorcier restaurant. Hassan Voltaire. Study area is defined as a 100 selge radius around North and East Breahart. Each student must record his or her activities daily to be remitted to the instructor upon request. One request from a noble, followed by one from an artisan. That should keep things interesting. Yeah, they seem to have struck the perfect balance here. The monster one sounds irritating. What do they mean by report to Oryx Fort on this one? Oryx Fort sits on the opposite side of the Oryx Canyon, with a provincial army base originally built in the Middle Ages. The request must have come from there. Sounds like trouble to me. We should probably save that one for last, just to be on the safe side. I'd advise that regardless. The path through the canyons is long and treacherous. We should complete our tasks before we venture out that way, lest we run out of time. Yes, let's do that. Fine by me. I have no objections either. Alright then, let's get started. I'm sure Elisa and the others are working hard on their own tasks as we speak, and we can't let them beat us. So let's give this our all. Right. Okay. Of course. I give you my word. Alright, and now we leave the hotel. I don't think there's anything to do in the hotel. There is a recipe to pick up at what's labeled residence number 2 from a woman named Lorna. But it seems how we already have all of the recipes, we can't actually do that. So there's no point in us doing that in this point. There's also a fishing spot around here, but we also have all the fish, so we don't need that.
Who's this a statue of? It seems to be a statue of Saint Veronica.
Oh, you know of her?
one thing I did want to mention, it used to bug me a lot having the orbital cars driving on these roads because they don't fit. Like, it's very out of place. There's no like elegance to the curves and such in the streets. Like, they're sharp turns, and it just seemed ridiculous that they would have orbital vehicles with streets that are not at all designed or laid out for orbital vehicles. But then it struck me at one point, their whole technological revolution is going from literal like carriages and horseback riding and walking everywhere to having cars and tanks and airships and stuff like that. Like, they've gone through what took our world hundreds of years within 50 years. So it makes sense that these cities are not laid out for these things because they weren't, like, it wasn't even dreamed of at the time that the cities were built, dreamt of at the time the cities were built. Anyway, that used to bug me. So if that's bugging you, well, there's the reasoning behind it. At least the way that I've reasoned it. Anyway, we do have a book to pick up. See if I can remember where. The Noble Districts. That should be Artisan Street. I think it's over here. Rayhard Station. Galleria. This right here would be the airport. Nothing up there. Okay, maybe it is down the Artisan Street. Yeah, and it has been a little while since I played these earlier games, so I don't know the layout of some of these places as well as I do other areas.
This street seems kind of different from the others.
This is Artisan Street, where craftsmen and merchants ply their trades.
Valentine Tailoring. Hello Inn. Nope, it's not over here. What the heck? Henderson and Company General Goods is what we're looking for. Henderson Company General Goods.
I love the look of this city. It's so beautiful.
Maybe so, but it's got nothing on Heimdall in terms of sheer scale.
Wasn't over there. It can't be over here. This is the Noble District. We'll try it out anyway. General Goods Store would not be in the Noble
This
District.
seems to be the city's noble quarter.
No wonder most of these houses look so overblown and excessive.
Huh. I've lost an entire store. How does that work? Watch us spend this entire episode trying to find a general store. Spot the little quest icon tracing across the screen. Like a restaurant. It's not in the main area. Station Bereahard. It's in here. Maybe this is like multiple stores? Ah, yes it is. Wow, okay. Exclamation! Oh, good day, Lord Eustace. It's always such an honor for us to serve the needs of the Alburea family. Did there happen to be an issue with any of our products, perhaps? Oh, I see. This is the store we get our furnishings from, isn't it? Worry not. I'm here on personal business today. Understood. If that's the case, then please, take your time. That was quite the conversation. Seems like they like to flaunt their influence all over town. Shop! We need... the frog strap. That's what we need. We can trade all of the straps in later on in the game for a more powerful item. Is there anything else we needed to get in here? Yes, we can get the next chapter of Carnelia. From here. Which I already have. Okay, yep. Not an issue. Alright. I do believe that is everything. Let me check my handy dandy guide here since we're going for 100% completion. Okay, yeah. Now we can begin our quests. The first one we're going to do, as is normally a trend, is the non-required quest. Since those tend to be timed, and if you complete the other ones, sometimes you lose the ability to do the other quests. So we're going to do this one. And this is a interesting one. Excuse me, could we talk to you for a minute? Might those uniforms be from Thor's military academy? I assume that you must be the students Lord Rufus mentioned then. What's this all about? Lord Rufus asked me to give some work to some students who came along here for some manner of field study, you see. Well, in truth, he asked my father first, but he's as busy a man as ever. So the request was passed on to his heir, in other words, me. Oh, that sounds rather interesting, doesn't it? Now, take a guess at what I came up with. Oh, you're such a tease. Glad I have some time to think about it. So, what exactly was your request? You dare interrupt our conversation? You commoners truly have no courtesy, do you? It's only natural to wait for those superior to you to finish their Oh, my. Well, what's the matter? Lord Eustace, I had no idea you were here with these commoners. Well, I am. Do you still wish for us to remain quiet while you continue with this nonsense? Of course not. We would never be so crass. I could get used to this. Why couldn't he just stand where they could see him in the first place? Well, what is it that you're looking for? The request stated you want some kind of bath salt. Well, you see, I'd like to request that you procure some pink salt for us. I see. That's a rather difficult request. Exclamation! I mean, dots! Fret not, then. I can change the request if you wish. That won't be necessary. A request is a request. Is it that hard to find? That's not the issue. We need to make our way through the canyon to the east to find it. Much like we need to do for that monster. It's closer to Oryx's fort than it is to the city, so it won't be an easy journey. Oh, I see. Why are they putting salt in the bath, though? Putting salt in bath water warms the body. I don't really care for it, but it seems to have some positive health effects. Sounds like something only nobles could afford to do. Ha ha ha. Well, either way, we know exactly where we need to go now. Yeah. Let's get the request from Artisan Street settled before making our way over there, though. Quest addicted to bath salts started. Alright. And now... I think we'll go ahead and knock out... Put a ring on it. It should be down Artisan Street, if I remember correctly, and it should be in... that. It should be in here. So what you're saying is, any minute now. Indeed. We shouldn't have long to wait. Oh, it looks like he's with the customer right now. What should we do? Should we return later? Judging by the uniform, you're... Ah! I see. Lord Eustace is with you, too. Welcome to our store. Have you come regarding the field study request? We have. But I'd ask you to please refrain from giving us any special treatment on my account. If our timing is inconvenient for you, we're quite... amenable? I don't think I have ever seen that word. Okay, yep. Amenable to returning at a later hour. That really threw me off. No, it's the opposite, in fact. We were just discussing you, as it happens. Alright, then. Wait, you were discussing us? What does that mean? Of course, if you'd allow me to explain. This is Bent. We're gonna go with Bent. A tourist currently staying here in Berehard. He's the one responsible for the request that brought you here. See, I'm going to be getting married in the near future, and I came here to inquire about having a wedding ring made. The artisans of Berehard are renowned far and wide for their skill with gem processing, so it seemed the ideal choice. So you've made what I presume to be a substantial journey in search of the perfect ring. It is a wonderfully romantic thing to do, isn't it? There's no denying the quality of the jewels one can procure here, but they don't come cheap. That's exactly right, unfortunately. Buying one of the local gemstones on my income isn't very plausible. And a septium ring, especially, is out of the question. I quickly realized how impulsive I'd been, and had almost given up. But then I consulted with Breck here on whether or not I had any chance of finding a good deal, and he gave me a really good idea. Oh? That's right. A precious stone might be out of his budget, but there are stones just as beautiful that are a whole lot cheaper. Semi-precious stones, if you will. It's pretty self-explanatory. I suggested we make a ring for him using one, specifically a gem known as Dryad's Tear. I'm not familiar with that one. I think I may have heard of it, actually. It's made from a very particular tree sap that hardens like stone after being exposed to air for a long time. And it has a translucent shine to it that people say is easily the equal of septium. That's the one. I'm surprised you know so much about it. Guess you're an expert on jewels as well, huh? That's our Emma. Haha. It's just a personal interest of mine. So does that mean the reason you called us here is... Exactly. I'd like you to go collect one of these Dryad's Tears for my client. Fortunately for you, many of the trees that the tears can be harvested from grow on the North Kreutzen Highway. But even though it only qualifies as semi-precious, it's still a pretty rare gem. So finding one might not be an easy task. Well, then I suppose we'll just have to buckle down and look. It may not be quite the challenge our dear friend here has made it out to be, you know. Oh, that looks like a familiar outfit. The innocent woods nymph's tear that you seek. How would you respond if I were to say that I saw one with my own eyes mere moments ago? Who's this guy? You know him, Muses? I can't say I recall ever meeting him before, no. Haha! Gracious! How terribly impolite of me not to introduce myself before speaking. My name is Baron Blueblanc. It's a true pleasure to make your acquaintance. From paintings, sculptures, and the finest of arts to the most delicately detailed crafts, I am a connoisseur and lover of beauty, craftsmanship, and artistry in all their many splendid forms. I see. It seems a little off-puttingly eccentric. But that's enough about myself. I hear you're seeking a Dryad's Tear. Yes, that's right. You say you saw one moments ago? Are you certain? My dear lady, I would never dream of lying about matters of beauty. I beheld the light which you seek on the northern highway. Of that I am most certain. And yet, I must confess that my knowledge of the area is not so great that I would be able to share its exact location. Though perhaps that's the way it should be. After all, a brilliant light has true meaning only when one grasps it with his own two hands. You don't say. Guy's manner of speech is irritating. So is the content of his words. Now, let's hear him out. Well, we're certainly appreciative for the information. May I ask why you're telling us all this, though? Aha! Perhaps it's the spirit of inquisitiveness that drives you to seek a beauty mere mirror cannot buy. It moves me so, and being the generous man that I am, I deigned to extend an olive branch. Is that sufficient enough reason for you? Sure? Well, we'll know soon enough if he's telling the truth. Yes, we need to begin our search. We can choose to follow his lead, unspecific as it may be, or disregard it entirely. I think our chances are about equal either way. Well, we'll be leaving now. Hopefully you'll see us back soon enough with the Dryad's Tear in tow. Good luck. I appreciate it. Aha! Good day to you. Quest, put a ring on it, started. The answer you seek lies on the northern highway. Go! Behold the innocent wood nymph's tear with your own eyes. And he says the same thing. Okay. Alright. Well, that's a decent place to stop this video, I think. What we will do next time is we will continue on with this quest. Oh, we don't go that way, apparently. We'll continue on with this quest and try to do the other two as well, time permitting. And hopefully, I think we might be able to finish all three of them within our time, goal. I'm trying to keep the videos not too long so that they're a little bit more viewable, but I'm also having a lot of fun, so I go over the time often. Anyway, as always, if you like what you see, go ahead and click that button. If you have anything to say, go ahead and type the words into that box below. And if you want to see more content and support the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and do not forget to push that I was gonna say no bell button, but the bell button, so you get notifications when new videos upload. But if you are not getting notifications, they do upload every day at 12 p.m. Anyway, until next time, goodbye for now.